sorry, when New Zealand got that scrum at the halfway point, I said to my stream, I said, I guarantee you, South Africa can get a penalty from this scrum and then they can take a penalty here from 50 out, which is where Stein obviously could have kicked it. But obviously it didn't end up that way. New Zealand got the ball and they got out quickly because they know that South Africa would have got the penalty off that scrum otherwise. So they got out quickly and then obviously ball change over. And by the way, the ruck work of South Africa all night was just ridiculous.
Khaleesi was absolutely phenomenal.
Oh my God, it was stupid how good it was. Like, and then obviously they got the ball, and it was good that Stein, he said, "No, I'm not going to take this," because that's a hard thing to do. It was 58 meters out, and that's a long kick. But in the same sense, he has kicked that kind of range before, but maybe not recently. But instead, they go for the line out, and then as soon as they won the line out, I knew they'd won. I'm not going to lie to you. As soon as they won their line-out, I was worried about them getting the line-out. But as soon as they won that, I knew they'd bring it down, and then they'd play until they got a penalty. And that's exactly what they did, and they won. But overall, man, I said last week on this podcast that I said New Zealand would win because I was over-tipping South Africa. But before the stream started, before the game started, I backed in South Africa. I said, look, and I saw the $6.50 odds on Sportsbet. $6.50 odds. Like, are you sports bet? That was free money. Not free money. It was a difficult game, obviously, but like $6.50 odds, even if you lose, that was ridiculous odds to be getting for South Africa. And I said to everyone, I said, back it in. I said, bet on it. Even if you lose, you'll still be kind of relatively okay with the loss because of how much that is such good odds, man. And yeah, I tipped, I think I said before the stream, South Africa to win, I think it was 28-25. So it was close, but in the same sense, we did both technically tip New Zealand last week, but I did say I didn't want to tip South Africa because I was over backing them in.
Yeah, because I believe at the most for us, it was only sitting maybe $3 something for South Africa to win as well. So those odds would have been absolutely huge. But yeah, it was just one of those games as well that I know New Zealand lost it, but surely both sides get a little bit of a win out of it in terms of being able to play such a good game of rugby heading into the Northern Hemisphere. Of course, it's kind of interesting when it's South versus South, like the rivalry really comes out, but then also I like to see that respect coming through from the captains after the game. Yeah, and then as soon as you go North versus South, everyone from the South backs the other Southern sides to be able to get those wins over the Northern Hemisphere. So
I'll absolutely be backing in the All Blacks and the Springboks and the Argentinians and the Japanese and Fijians to get a win. I don't have anything against the Northern Hemisphere, but there is a rivalry.
Hopefully, the team rivalries between the All Blacks and the Springboks, it was getting pretty heated for that second game overall, and I feel like it still will be for the next couple of weeks, but I'm just hoping that after that passes, everyone kind of gets back along for the later stages of this competition, because at the end of the day, it was a great game of rugby, and both sides played their hearts out in that game as well. So I'm hoping that people can leave the death threats and everything else that I've seen.
I think you're a bit new to this sport, mate. If you think that this is going to quiet down, this is what is rugby, mate. When it comes to this, look, South Africans will still get behind the All Blacks to win over. Oh, I actually don't know about South Africans. To be fair, they're a bit of an odd one in regards to who they support, whether it be Northern Hemisphere. I think they might still support Northern Hemisphere over New Zealand. I think they might be a little bit on the tater-tot, you know what I'm saying? I don't think they know exactly who they'll get behind. But overall, man, South Africa looked very good here. They played Southern Hemisphere rugby that's still mixed in with their kicking game. I thought that Faf de Klerk was actually pretty good. I thought that he had a pretty good game here. I know what I said on my stream is that I said he was smart in his kicking game this week. He wasn't just kicking it. He was smart in the way that he was deciding to place his kicks and when to go for a box kick and when not to go for a box kick. And I did say to you last week, he needs to get a bit more running game so you don't know whether he's going to run it or kick it. And that's exactly what he did. He did get a bit more of the running game going. Not a great deal, but overall, I couldn't tell you. The only problem that I saw with South Africa was Umbanambi. Umbanambi in that try. You should not be going... I know you're a big forward and you shouldn't be. It was Umbanambi, yeah?
Yeah, it was indeed.
Yeah, I know you're a big forward, and I know that you want to reach out, and at that moment, you're just like, I'm going to get this, I'm just going to go for it. If he doesn't do that, they score a try. If he doesn't do that, they will roll that ball back through, and they will literally go straight underneath the post of it. Because he's a big forward, he thinks, you know what, I'm just going to do it, and obviously, he came up short.
He already had broken 2 tackles as well, so I'm sure he would have been feeling so much momentum at the time, but it takes so much self-control not to just reach out.
Especially for a forward.
And see if you can get that one down. But they actually made the change to their front row all in the first half as well. And I think the time that they took Willie LaRue off, unfortunately for him, I think he knew it as well. He just wasn't having the game that he was wanting. So bringing Frans Steyn out at the right moment, and also Elton Jantjies, I feel they unleashed him at just the right time. And I'm glad to see how that match finished for him, because of the fact that when he didn't kick off that 110, I was very worried. I was like, oh no, he's already like, some South Africans love him, some South Africans hate him. So I was like, it was when he got that drop kick, okay, he's going up just a little bit, but then when he didn't kick a 10, we're going back to almost even. I know that you're just about to bring up the drop kick of whether or not it was the right time to do it, but I'm pretty sure he would have been told to put it over there rather than kind of going for the attacking move, although they did have all the momentum.
I don't agree with going for the